Shit-faced. Phil Burnell was known around town as a nasty man, rude, obnoxious, and just generally unpleasant to be around. But there was one secret that Phil kept hidden from the world, one that he wanted to share with someone: his fetish for feces. Phil's wife, Kat, was disgusted when she found out about his fetish. She couldn't believe that the man she had loved for years could be so twisted. She begged him to seek help, but Phil refused. He believed that his fetish had changed his life for the better. One day, Phil's friend Derek came over to visit. Derek was a known pedophile, but Phil didn't care. He found Derek's interest in his fetish fascinating. So, one day, he gathered up the courage to ask Derek to sit on his face so he could eat shit directly from the hole. Derek couldn't wait and eagerly pulled down his underwear, ready for Phil to tuck in. "Go on, Phil, eat it," Derek urged. Phil hesitated for a moment, then leaned in and took a bite. "Yummy," he said, "it's better than DoorDash." They both laughed as Kat sat downstairs, crying her eyes out, unable to believe what she was witnessing. As days went by, Phil and Derek continued their disgusting activities, their friendship growing stronger with each passing day. They would meet up regularly to indulge in their fetish, much to Kat's dismay. She tried to leave Phil, but he begged her to stay, promising that he would change. But deep down, Phil knew that he would never turn his back on his newfound obsession. One fateful day, Kat had had enough. She packed her bags and left, unable to bear the thought of living with a man who derived pleasure from such filth. Phil was devastated, but he knew that his fetish was more important to him than anything else. Alone and desperate, Phil turned to Derek for comfort. Derek suggested that they take their fetish to the next level. They would find others who shared their interests and create a community of like-minded individuals. Phil was hesitant at first, but he soon warmed to the idea. They started hosting secret gatherings in abandoned buildings, inviting others to join them in their sickening pursuits. As the group grew larger, Phil's confidence soared. He had finally found a place where he belonged, where he could be himself without fear of judgment. He had found his true calling in life, and he reveled in it. But not everyone was happy about the group's activities. Rumors began to spread, and soon the authorities got wind of what was happening. Phil and Derek were arrested and charged with indecent exposure and public indecency. They were both sentenced to prison, where they continued their disgusting behavior behind bars. Despite his incarceration, Phil never regretted his actions. He had found a sense of purpose in his fetish, and he would never let anyone take that away from him. As he sat in his prison cell, surrounded by like-minded individuals, he knew that he had finally found his true home. And he would stop at nothing to protect it.